Hello students, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about the different terms related with the spherical mirrors and the laws of reflection, how the reflection is taking place through spherical mirrors. Okay, now we will discuss about the reflection of light through the spherical mirror. So first of all, you should know that the spherical mirror can be a part of sphere. You can see we are having these two spherical mirrors. This is the concave mirror and this is the convex mirror. So these can be a part of this sphere. So before knowing about the reflection of light, you should know about some definitions. So first of all, I will tell you few definitions. First is the pole. Pole is the, you can see this is the reflecting surface and its center point is this one, which is known as the pole. So pole is the center of the spherical mirror. This side, this is the pole, center of this spherical mirror is known as the pole, and it is also known as the vertex of mirror, and which is denoted by letter P. Second is the center of curvature. It is the center. You can see this is the center of this sphere. So the center of the sphere is known as the center of curvature, and which is denoted by C. Third is the radius of the curvature. From this side, if we are taking, this is the radius. From this side, if you want to take, this is the radius. So this is known as the radius of the curvature, radius of this spherical, this sphere, and it is denoted by letter R. Fourth is the principal axis. What do you mean by the principal axis? It's an imaginary line. But this is the imaginary line which is moving from center of curvature and which is joining center of curvature and the pole, center of curvature and the pole. So that is known as the principal axis. Known as the principal focus. It is the point from where the reflected ray passes in the rays when the rays are parallel, which is known as the principal focus, and it is denoted by letter F. Focal length. Now what is the focal length? This is the length between a pole and the focus point. Between the length between the pole and focus point, which is known as the focal length. So the length between P and F is known as the focal length. And the focal length is this one between the P and F, and the radius is between, this is the focal length, and between the distance between the radius and distance between the center of the curvature and pole, this is known as the radius. Now what is the relation between a focal length and a radius? We will know the relation between a focal length and the radius. Suppose this is the sphere and this is the pole, this is the center. So this is known as the radius. The distance of this one is known as the radius, and focus point, distance between a focus point and the pole is known as the focal length. Focal length is the half of this radius, because F is the center point between P and C. So radius is equal to F, and F will be equal to R upon 2. So this is the relation between the focal length and radius, means the focal length is half of the radius of this spherical mirror. Now we will discuss about the image formation by a spherical mirror. So we will study some rules how the image is forming in a spherical mirror. First of all, this is a concave mirror. When the rays is falling parallel on a mirror, always it will reflect and move from the principal focus. The second rule is when the light falls on a focus point, it always reflect and passes parallel to the principal axis. This is the second rule. Now the third rule, what it is saying, this is when the rays is falling and coming through the center of curvature, it always move back through the center of curvature. So this is the third law. And the fourth rule of image formation is saying that when the rays coming on P, this is the pole of the mirror. So when the rays falling on the P, it always reflect on the same angle through the pole, means the angle I and angle R, both the angles will be equal. So same angle will be formed on the pole. So out of these four rules, any two rule we can apply and we can form image through a spherical mirror. Remember any two rule and try to make an image through the spherical mirrors, that may be concave mirror or that may be convex mirror. In concave mirror really the image is forming, but in convex mirror only the rays is supposed to meet. They are not really meeting, supposed to meet. So in the next video we will discuss that how the image is forming through the spherical mirrors, concave and convex mirrors, and you also try to make the images. If you like this video and want to get the videos continuous, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching the videos.